Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna flip the camera here. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Sorry I'm a little later than I wanted to be. I meant to jump on at about 8:30 this morning. My traditional, let me fix my hair here. But I was out of coffee at my studio, and God forbid I do anything without coffee. So thank you so much for joining me and being patient. Hello, Krista. It's good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. While people hop on and while I'm going to get ready and share a couple of things with you, I'll just go ahead and, hey, Doreen, how are you? Hey, it's great to see everybody. Look at that. Thanks. Good Saturday morning to everybody. I'm going to, hello, Brenda, my dear Brenda Schwader, queen of the jig. It's awesome. Good morning, good morning. So just a little FYI, oops, as I drool all over myself because I'm so excited. I'm Kate Richburg, and for those of you who are just joining me for the first time, welcome to my Saturday Periscope broadcasts. I'm live from my jewelry studio here in South San Francisco. And just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown before we get started, do a backflip. Yeah, you obviously don't know me. I'm just going to hold this up so you guys know where to find me. I know I like those red hearts. Those look awesome. So you guys will know where to find me for all things Kate Richburg jewelry related. You can find links to all of my classes, my social media, my Etsy store, and as I said, all of my classes, some of them which are free online. You'll also have the link to my Periscope and my YouTube and Catch channel. So you can go ahead and there we go, because I know the website isn't down. So that's that. Hey, how are you? So you can find all things Kate Richburg related right there. You can also find some of the best of these broadcasts up on my YouTube channel as well. So just as a little reminder how Periscope works for those of you who may be kind of new to it. I see some hearts coming up on this side. There, I'll get my finger in there. Right there on that side of the screen, which is awesome. That tells me that you are liking what I'm doing. That if I show something or if you like the camera angle or whatever it is, you can tap that screen and that'll give me some hearts. It also ranks on my Periscope ranking, so I start to climb in the Periscope ranks, so that's cool as well. You can also, if you did want to remember anything, hey, Nature Caster, that's awesome. Oh, opposite side for hearts? Okay, so the hearts are over here, because over here on my screen, they're over here. So who knows? You guys can also tap, there's the little silhouette of a person. You can tap that and go ahead and share this broadcast if you feel like you want to see, you want someone to watch this who's on your Facebook feed or your Twitter feed or whatever. The last thing, you can also take a screenshot. You can hit that home button and the top button on your device, and a screenshot will be saved to your camera roll. So you don't have to take notes. You can take a photo of something that you might want to remember. So that's what's going on here. So, as promised, I have a class coming on. Oh, thank you. You know, there's a lot of cool silversmithers on here, Camera Queen. If you take a look in some of my followers, you can see some people who do Periscope, who are metalsmiths. One of them is my friend Francesca Watson. She, I think, is under F. Watson Designs. You can also find my great friend Andrew Barry. He's on and does great things. I am a teacher. I'm a jewelry teacher. Well, I'm a fast talker, so you just got to keep up. Andrew Barry, he's fantastic. So there's a few of us on here who are periscoping and doing some cool metalsmith stuff as well. So, you're very kind. Thank you. So let's take a look. Since I do have a class coming up in a little bit, I'm going to take a swig of this coffee. Yes, thank you, Diana. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around so you can see what's going on here. There we go. And that's my space. I'm actually going to move my camera a little bit. So bear with me here. You can see it's a beautiful day outside my door. Here's right outside my door in South San Francisco. It's a beautiful day here, ready to do some jewelry making today. Okay. Let me get you guys right in so you guys can see what's going on. Again, I always need a camera person, but since I'm my own camera person, there we go. Can you guys see that okay? That looks pretty good. Alrighty, so my small space soldering, or my small space casting area is this this guy right here. I'm going to be using today in my class. Those of you, some of you guys know Kevin Potter. He is a great, I know, I love to enamel as well. Enameling is awesome. Kevin Potter, he makes a fantastic hydraulic press that some of you guys may be familiar with. He also makes this casting system. This is a casting system that's actually been around for a really long time. However, he's kind of made it really, really approachable for those of us who are kind of in the teaching industry and DIY jewelry industry. I want to share with you, this is called Delft casting or sand casting. And I'm going to bring this box close up and open it up so you guys can see. This is actually the sand that's going on in there. It's a little hard to see. It's a little dark. Let me pull it out of the box if I can. There we go. You guys can see that much better. And what that is it's clay that's been mixed with an oil. Let me get this up close and personal so you guys can see that. And what that does is you press that oil, or that clay rather, into these flasks. And you can use different pieces to... Hey, Donna! Is it Donna? No. Who's AKY Granny? Let me see. Tell me your name one more time. I know I know you for sure. I can't always keep all those names in my head. You can see this is going to be the model that we're going to be casting a little bit later on in class, and I've got a bunch of those different ones. Kevin does a whole bunch of these models, so it makes it really, really easy to cast. You can also use things, your own things, like, you know, buttons and stuff like that. Donna, I knew it was you, Donna. It's great to see you. Thank you. And give your dear, wonderful daughter a big hello from me as well. I love seeing Jennifer's pieces of jewelry online and stuff. I don't have a finished piece. I may pop back on after class and show you guys some of the finished work that the class did today. But basically, and you can go online, my friend Joni Curso, K-I-R-S-O is how you spell her last name. Joni does a really fantastic, YouTube all about using this sand casting kit. But you can see I have a metal table down here. This is a metal table that I just got from like a food restaurant supply store. And I have little kiln bricks here. And the kiln brick is really super helpful to kind of contain my, oh, she will. Oh, that's fantastic. I'll have to tune in. That's great on Jewel School, March 28th. I have my little crucible here. And one of the things that we really want to make sure that happens as we're working and heating our metal in the crucible is that we maximize our heat area or our heat space here. So what I've got, I'm going to pull back a little bit so you guys can see what's going on back here a little. You can see that on my metal table, can you see there, this is a solderite board. A solderite board is what I use for my one of my soldering surfaces. This is a small solderite board here. This just happens to be a big one. It's a 12 by 12. And then this right here, I'll show you guys. This is just regular kiln brick. You can see that there. So I've created my own little oven kind of with my little kiln bricks. And it's all very mobile. So I can come out, I can move it around. I can put it away when I am not melting metal as well. I can kind of store it away, and because usually my saw sits here, my wet saw for rocks. So I also wanted to show you guys, since those of you who are thinking about melting metal in your at home or in your own home workshop. Let me get this stuff out of the way so you guys can see this. I went and I bought myself, I have one of these torches, but I bought a second one today, and I wanted to share it with you guys and show you. This is the torch that I actually use when I melt my silver in that crucible that's right there. This is a Bernzomatic trigger torch, and it's for MAP gas. And I'm going to open this up so you guys can see what the torch looks like. MAP gas is hotter than regular propane. And so if you try and melt your metal, what I have found anyway in my experience is that when I go ahead to try and melt my metal with my propane torch, it's just not hot enough. So I need that little extra heat that the MAP gas torch gives me. Of course, this is one of those crazy child-proof things that only children can open, right? So I'm getting this open so you guys can see it. And you can find these just at the hardware store. There we go. Just at the hardware store. Nothing super fancy. You know, it's where you get the propane and everything for camping and stuff like that. You know those videos where you go online and you watch people unbox things, right? Why do people watch those? It has to be the most horrible thing. There we go. All right. I was trying to be exciting and unbox it, but instead I was just kind of dorky. So you can see here's the trigger torch, and the trigger is right here. I'm going to go ahead and connect it. It comes with this kind of handy dandy little torch holder here, but I'm not going to put that up for the moment. I'm just going to go ahead and attach this. Right, I know, right? Unboxing, but there's nothing glamorous about that in the least. So let me go ahead and I'm going to take this top off here from our MAP gas. And some of you may be familiar with MAP gas because you do lamport beads with a hothead torch. A hothead torch also uses MAP gas as well. And you can see I'm just going to go ahead and tighten that sucker up so it's nice and tight. And then the way that you turn this torch on, if you guys can see here, there's an on-off, and the on rotates here. Only when there are lots of beads and other goodies. That is true, Zoe. That is for sure. That's my favorite unboxing. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to click it on out of your view just for a second, and then I'll be put this right back on camera. I don't want to struggle with it too much while you guys are watching. Can you see it? It's a new one, so I've got to get it all the way on here. Whenever I do this, you know, my mom sometimes watches these broadcasts, and when I do these, sometimes my mom likes to liken it to Julia Child, when Julia Child went and dropped the chicken on the floor on the broadcast and wasn't fazed by it in the least. This is kind of one of those Julia Child moments. Okay, I've turned it on, so now I'm just going to click this torch on. I can hear the gas, but come on. Well, it's a really fantastic torch when it works, so bear with me, you guys. I should know better. I should always practice before I do this. Hey! I know, right? Live TV people. Totally. Let's see. Well, I'm going to have to play around with this a little bit because my class is coming up soon. And I'm not sure. Well, Yeah, kind of a D for effort, I think, is what this is. But if you are familiar at all with my broadcasts, you know that this isn't the first time something like this has happened. One of the things, yeah, there we go. It's really down there. Oh, thanks, Doreen. You know, whatever. I'm all right with this. I do have another one. Let's get that on there. That's off. This is on. There we go. I hear it. There we go. Ta-da! Fantastic. That torch is on. These torches can't best me, you guys. And one of the things, so I want to point out where I was having the trouble. See how this is the connection right here. That's right. It's you got that right, sister. It is so live. Let there be fire. Woo! So this, good. I like giving you guys a little bit of a behind the scenes, you know. We're not always perfect when we do this stuff. When you connect this hose to your tank here, the connection is here. So you really want to make sure when you push down, I'm going to show you with my other torch here, my propane torch. Let me pull this. Pull this guy off. Thank you, thank you. You can see here, as I pull this propane torch off, see how there's a little valve right there? It's that valve. Thanks, Donna. You know me. I'm used to live TV. I'm all right with that. Put that little valve. You can see that stem, that little opening right there. You need to make sure that those two are in contact with each other, because if they're not, you're going to have that katerichbourg moment of where your torch doesn't work on live TV. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you put it in, it's nice and tight like so. And then I'm just going to rotate that sucker on. And as I'm rotating, I can feel that connection. There we go. That connection being made. Tight, tight, tight. And give it a nice, and I can feel that it's just nice and tight in there and nothing is wonky with it. So that's how you put this guy together with the MAP gas. Now so when I've got this ready and working, and as I said, this is a Burns-O-Matic trigger torch, and it just triggers on like that. And when you take a look here, you guys can see that little lock button. When you trigger that on, you can hit that lock button, and it keeps your flame on, okay, like so. So that's ready. Yeah, it's a cool one, and you know, it's not very expensive. I don't know, it's about 60 bucks or something, but Burns-O-Matic has been in the torch business for a long time, and so it's going to last you a good long time for sure. So let me get back to my my little bits of wreckage here and slide everything back into place. So this is all ready to cast in a little bit later. So again, yeah, Ace should carry them. Ace Hardware for sure. Oh, good to know, Cindy. So you use the MAP gas rather than the propane for annealing and stuff like that. I'm sure that will totally come in handy. I like it because it is a little bit hotter, so we'll be able to melt our metal a little bit. So you can see I've just stacked up my kiln bricks. I have a little kiln brick platform there, and then when I put my metal in my crucible and stuff like that, I hold my crucible right in there. And I don't have any metal in there at the moment, but I'll just show you how I'll turn this on, and you can see the heat is reflecting. Close that up a little bit. The heat can reflect a little bit from your kiln bricks there as I heat. And I can even, sometimes when I do this, I can actually put that's blocking, so let me put it this way. I can put my other kiln brick kind of up like so. So when I'm heating, I have a really small space there, and it really reflects the heat back onto my crucible. Okay, so the little building blocks, it's just like you're building, you know, a little house with your blocks there. So it's really super handy. So you guys, I have got to get ready for my class. I'm going to scoot everybody around. so you guys can, and I'm going to flip the screen. There we go. Woohoo! So thank you so much for joining me. And you know, after class today, I might pop on back in and just show you guys some of the results of what we've done. Thanks for sticking in there with me. You know, I always, you know, I like going off the cuff. Who cares? You know, if we screw up, it's the only way we learn. So I like sharing all of the bloopers as well as the successes with you. Yes, Zoe, I'll see you for class tomorrow. Tomorrow's Periscope is also going to be real fun. I'm going to share with you my #1 tip on finishing leather and working with leather. If any of you work with leather, thank you. Yes, you guys go out there and have a fantastic Saturday. Oh, thank you, Camera Queen. Tell me what your first name is, so I can just call you Camera Queen, which I kind of like as well. So I can do that. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be a fun day. Thanks, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl, for joining me. I super appreciate it. And I always appreciate, as always, you guys sharing this and passing the word around. CQ for short. Perfect. I like that I like that one the best. So you can go ahead and share this. You can just follow me. Usually I broadcast on Fridays, but for the next few weeks I'm actually going to be coming at you on Saturdays as well. Thank you. Tomorrow's Periscope, as I said, is going to be all about leatherworking, so it'll be super fun. All right, you guys, well, I'm going to ingest some more coffee. And thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. You never know what I'm going to do on Periscope. But thank you so much. Have a fantastic Saturday. Be creative, you guys. You can find all things Kate Richbourg related, of course. Thank you, Zoe Pie. You can find all things Kate Richbourg related on katerichbourg.com. All of that great stuff from my classes. And I'll see you guys soon. Love to you, Brenda. Great to see you. Talk to you guys soon.